Hello my dorklings, welcome back to another indie game. This is an early look at Harrowed World, What's Past is Portents. It's a visual novel and it is on Steam absolutely for free. Real quick, I would like to shout out Alex, the creator of this game. I applied to the creator program and I was accepted, so that's super cool. Alex, I appreciate it, thank you. Let's jump right into the game. So first off, I really like the visuals and the music of the title screen. So we got story selection here and we have Isaac's story. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. George Santayana? This is Isaac's story. You are Isaac Ambrosia. During childhood, you were an altar boy at your local church. This is your story. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I reasoned like a child, and I thought like a child. But when I grew up, I was still haunted by monstrous things. It's funny in a way, life has these tipping points, points where one seemingly insignificant decision can change the course of your life forever. Let me tell you of a day where I made one such a decision. At first, it seemed like an ordinary day in the church. I did my work, and then Father Angelo allowed me to have some free time. I decided to explore the graveyard. One mausoleum in particular caught my eye. While it looked derelict from the outside, the path to the entrance was clear, with nothing preventing me from simply stepping inside. The air was thick with the smell of blood. The unseen crimson vapor clogged my nasal passages, filling my mind with nauseous dread. My eyes adjusted to take in the sight of the helpless victim whose lifeless rigid body was seemingly discarded like refuse upon the cold rigid stone of the sarcophagus in the heart of the room. It was then I realized I was not alone in that room. Before me were three figures shrouded in dark robes, and while each of them had the shape of a human, they were clearly not mere mortals. Their stony gray skin had the countenance of the grave, and their soulless eyes seemed to leak wisps of parasitic darkness. To my youthful eyes, they were an unholy trinity of eldritch thirst and hunger. I froze up and gazed at them in fear. The three figures surrounded me, and I fell limp as they drained me of all my blood. Oh. I'll try to remember. So I ended up running for my life. I would have gone to the police, only the first police force hadn't been formed yet, and wouldn't be for a few more centuries. I knew Father Angelo would protect me, so I heaved open the church doors and retreated to the sanctuary inside. Father Angelo! Father Angelo! I called out, but there was no answer. So I kept calling out and hoped that he would find me. I called out once more, but there was still no answer. So I went to his study. I came up to the door to Father Angelo's study, causing me to stop in my tracks. Did I knock? So if I was actually Isaac, I would probably knock. I come in. I entered the room and was greeted by the sight of... Wait, why does he look like Brad Pitt? He looks like Brad Pitt. I entered the room and was greeted by the sight of the priest of the church, Father Angelo, reading from his Bible. Seeing his familiar face assured me that everything was going to be okay. He looked up from his reading and gave me his usual kind smile. Ah, there you are, Isaac. How can I help you, my child? Father Angelo, Please calm down and tell me what you saw. I saw demons, agents of Satan in the flesh. I saw a body, a dead body, murder. I don't really know what I saw. I saw a body, a dead body, murder. The grounds are a graveyard, my child. Surely you have simply stumbled upon a corpse that looks fresher than the others. I wouldn't let that worry you. I know what I saw, Father. You have to believe me. You misunderstand me, my child. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm simply suggesting that you don't know what you actually saw. I mean, it was dark. I am just a child. But Father! But if it will put your mind at rest, then we will investigate together. Thank you, Father. I think that would make me feel a lot better. I led Father Angelo to the mausoleum, but it was empty and seemingly undisturbed. Not a monster, a stranger, a corpse, or even a single drop of blood in sight. You see, my child, there is nothing here. But I saw... Well, if it's just happened and one of them was really dead, how could have hardly moved him so quickly? You're a good acolyte, the best I have, but perhaps I have worked you too hard. It's late and you were up early to assist me as always. Go home and have a good night's sleep. Father, please! Sleep on it, my child, and take the day to rest, but if tomorrow evening this still bothers you, then we will perform a full investigation. But please keep this to yourself. Of course, Father. Thank you, Father. There would have been no point in telling my parents anyway, as in those days, children were usually seen and not heard. Father Angelo was the only adult that ever listened to me. I headed back home and went straight to bed, but I was not blessed with super sweet dreams. That night I was cursed with fearful, bitter sleep filled with dread. The daylight proved little reprieve, as the visions of the night haunted my waking. Father Angelo had warned me against sharing my experience with anyone else, and I knew my parents wouldn't have listened even if I did. At nightfall, I returned to the church and knocked on the door to Father Angelo's study. Come in. Isaac, I hope you're feeling better now, and we can put all of this behind us. I think it would feel a lot better if we investigated the mausoleum again like you promised. Very well. We made our way back to the mausoleum, and again we found that it was empty, but I still felt like something was wrong. See? Nothing here. I guess I was wrong, Father. Maybe look for a secret passage in the wall. Could we try looking in the sarcophagus? Let's do that one. May I remind you that this is someone's final resting place? We need to show proper respect for the dead, my child. Please, Father, can we at least try? Very well, but no one may ever hear of this. Do you understand? Yes, Father, I understand. Father Angelo successfully prized the cover off the sarcophagus with surprisingly little effort, only to discover an extensive staircase inside that descended into darkness. I can tell you're afraid, my child, but we've come this far and there's no going back now. We headed down into the depths to see what might unearth. We found ourselves in a crypt beneath a graveyard, and there were the hooded figures I had seen the night before, only one of them was missing. See, I told you the hooded figures, but wait, where's the other one? It's unfortunate you saw part of our ritual. We've never been witnessed before. We got complacent. It won't happen again. Father, what's going on? The mind of a child is yet to fully develop, and as such, it's harder to control, but there are other ways to keep you in line. I don't understand, Father. Now he looks like Brad Pitt if Brad Pitt was like a vampire or something. His features shifted in a mere moment, and he no longer looked like a human, but like one of those creatures, as he was one of those creatures. His eyes were as black as the darkness before creation, and his skin was the shade of a tombstone. Father, no, please, you can't be a demon. Hell is full. There are no devils here. Well, then what are you? We are the children of the Watchers. But what does that mean, Father? You are demons. I don't care. Just leave me alone. You're demons. This is my immortal flock, and I am their shepherd, just as you were part of my mortal flock. Then where have you led me, shepherd? In this case, you chose your own path, and I simply assisted you on it. No, you aren't a shepherd. You are a wolf leading me to slaughter. Ooh, I like that one. Perhaps you're right, my child, but you have played your role, so I must play mine. What follows is the will of the Lord. Tell no one, or God will be angry. Tell no one, or God will be angry. Tell no one, God will be angry. Oh, so that's the credits. All right. Septima, Alex Burton, created by Special Thanks. So that seems like that was it for Isaac's story so far. Looks like there's going to be a part 2 at least. I'm super excited about that. You can also wishlist their other games on Steam now, which I've already done. Super cool. And I believe they're on itch.io as well. I'll leave everything in the description down below if you want to go check them out yourself. I would highly recommend it. Super cool. And let me know in the comments down below, have you guys found all 6 achievements? Because I'm still missing one and I can't seem to get it. That's all for now, my dorklings. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.